Hi everyone, I'm Furutom. I'm a science teacher from Japan. In Japan, there is a game called Karuta. Karuta is a traditional Japanese card game where players listen to a spoken phrase and quickly find the matching card. In January 2026, I developed a digital English version of the traditional Japanese Karuta game for classroom use. Let me introduce it to you. To explain it in detail, I created a video with Notebook LM, and to be honest, its explanation was even better than mine. If you are interested, feel free to check out my website linked in the description. Let's get started.
Welcome! Today we're going to look at something really cool. We're talking about how a centuries-old Japanese card game, one that's traditionally played on tatami mats, was completely transformed by a simple technological tweak into an incredible tool for any classroom anywhere in the world.
How do you take something so ancient, something so deeply rooted in one culture, and turn it into a dynamic, super accessible, and powerful teaching tool for any student? Let's dive in and find out.
All right, to really get a handle on the innovation here, we first have to understand the original game that started it all. It's called Karuta, a classic Japanese game that's all about speed and smarts.
At its heart, Karuta is actually pretty simple. You've got a reader who recites a clue. It could be a poem, a fact, a proverb, whatever, and the players have to listen really carefully, process that info, and then be the absolute first person to snatch the matching card from a big spread on the floor. It's this fantastic mix of listening, quick reflexes, and memory. The whole game really hinges on one crucial skill, the ability to hear and understand what the reader is saying. Now keep that in mind because that little detail becomes super important later on.
Okay, so now let's talk about the game's first big leap, from the physical tatami mat right onto the digital tablet. This first step was all about solving some really practical problems for teachers.
You know, the jump to digital immediately made everything so much easier. Instead of spending time carefully laying out dozens of cards on the floor, you just launch an app. And instead of worrying about expensive card decks getting lost or damaged, you've just got simple digital files. All of a sudden, management became a breeze. But here's the thing. Even in its shiny new digital form, the game still had that one core limitation it shared with the original. It was still 100% dependent on players hearing the clues read out loud. It was a game built on a sound barrier. During development, an AI partner made this simple, almost casual suggestion that would completely change the game. How about we also display the question on the students' devices? It seems so obvious when you look back, right? But that single idea, wow, that was the key that unlocked the game's true potential.
This wasn't just about adding a new feature, it was about totally shattering the one rule that had defined the game for hundreds of years.
By putting the clue right there on the screen, the need for audio was just gone. The sound barrier was completely broken. Now, anyone could play, whether they could hear the clue or not. The game was now wide open for students with hearing impairments. It was perfect for visual learners who actually do better when they can read the text. It even created all these new ways to play silently, say in a library or a quiet classroom. And hey, as a nice little bonus, it gave hardworking teachers a chance to rest their voices. So I think the most important thing to take away from all this is that it's not just one game anymore. It's an open, flexible platform that's designed for you, for teachers, to create your own unique learning experiences.
The system itself is wonderfully straightforward. As the teacher, you just create a simple text file with all your questions, and then you provide the image files for the answer cards. You can even throw in empty cards, questions that have no answer, just to keep your students on their toes. And if they tap the wrong card, well, there's a little penalty for the next round.
You can adapt this for pretty much any subject you can think of, matching vocabulary words to pictures, historical dates to events, math problems to their solutions. Imagine using it to identify scientific formulas, or famous landmarks, or even musical notes. The possibilities are just endless.
So, a game that started on a Japanese tatami mat has evolved into this universal tool for the modern classroom. It's become so much more than a game. It's a platform for creativity and for learning. So the real question now is, what will you build with it?